Last episode on the Bronzeman profile, I cleaned up my island, unlocked my first important recipes, got my first armor set and sword, and braved the deep caverns. In today's video, I will be unlocking a bunch of super important collections, crafting and placing my very first minions, and showing you the most OP money-making method for the early game. I want to quickly remind you that if you enjoy this series and you want to see more, and you want to support my channel, it would really mean a lot if you subscribed. It's free and you can always undo it later. Another quick reminder is that I will be giving away one of my mantle capes in my Discord server entirely for free, so go down into the description and join my server there for a chance to win. Or you can go to the mantle shop and buy one for yourself. And with that, let's get right into the episode. So, on the last episode of this profile, I was doing some stuff in the deep caverns, and that's actually where I was going to start this brand new episode, but there was something that happened first. I said that I would have everything that I did on camera, except I didn't really think that there was going to be much entertaining happening with eating cakes, which is what I was doing, and then I got a cake soul. So, that is the one thing that I have not recorded and actually mattered, and I kind of feel bad, but I also have no idea what to do with this because I can't sell it. So the main thing that I really want to focus on in this episode is unlocking more minion slots. Over the first two episodes, that's sort of what I did. I unlocked the recipes, but I haven't actually crafted any of the minions. Of course, one of the ways that you can get minion slots is from the community shop, so I already started this one here. I started this a few days ago, I don't really remember exactly when. But then I already have all of these maxed out on my other profile, so they go here as well. And then this, I'm just not gonna gem. I'm gonna let it go over time in the regular way because I want everybody to follow along with this profile. Of course, the other thing that I can do in the community center, and something that I should probably do just to get it out of the way, is I'm going to want to buy a Griffin pet because I don't really know when Diana's going to be coming back, and I don't want to miss out on this for later. However, of course, as you're gonna see in my bank now, I'm broke. So of course, I do have a little bit of money, and that's not really awful for my point in the game, and I do have some other stuff in the bazaar that I could claim. However, I'm going to need money for a ton of different things in this episode, so I'm probably just going to start off by grinding out some money, probably by foraging and maybe farming a little bit. Also, in general, I'll be using sell offers for just about everything. Even though it's a really small margin on some things, it really can make a difference over time. So I've made sell offers for all of these different things, and then I'll claim them once they're all done. I also ended up making sell offers for some of the random stuff in my ender chest, and now in total, all of them have sold, and it looks like I actually do have a decent bit of money. I have 50k here, and so that's definitely going to be enough for me to buy some of the stuff from the community center, and then also I can start buying the materials for my first minions. The only things that I really care to buy from here are going to be the Griffin and the Ancestral Spade, so I can go ahead and buy those now, which will really help out a lot with a bunch of different things. It also happens to be my very first pet, which means I can go into my pet menu, and would you look at that, I can actually summon it. A big step forward. Now I can actually start leveling up taming, which will be nice, and I can also start leveling up this guy a little bit. I actually realized that I probably can make a decent bit of money off this, because if I just go and care about Griffin feathers and then I ignore the mob ones like that, then I can just kind of grind them out and not have to worry. Also, if I turn on SBE waypoints like I have on now, I don't have to go around wasting a ton of mana with the Ancestral Spade. I think I'm going to try this for a little bit. I'm entirely unsure about whether or not it will be efficient, but I feel like there's no reason to not try, and because it might be really good for money, I'll give it a whirl for now. Okay, so I realized pretty quickly that I probably shouldn't be using the Griffin pet at all, and I should just be going around with the Ancestral Spade and not caring about the mobs, because the mobs, although they can drop some nice things if you have the higher level ones, for me, all they really do is just waste my time, and although they do level up the Griffin a little bit, they're not really going to be worth it, because all they're going to drop is like 1 or 2 ancient claws, and nothing other than that. Even if they did drop some of the RNG drops, even though I don't know if there are any from the Griffin, they probably wouldn't be of use to me because I couldn't sell them on the auction house. So I'm gonna de-equip the Griffin and then try again. So I've been grinding them for about 30 or 35 minutes. In that time, I've got a total of 8 Griffin feathers, which as you can see right on there, they're worth about 300k. And so that means that this is probably a 500 to 600,000 coin per hour money making method. And all it requires is basically just the Ancestral Spade and the ability to kill the base level mobs. I really did not expect this to be as effective as it was, but it is ridiculously good. I decided to stop going here because I just reached the first burrow that I just can't get to. Unless I like go grab a pearl, I cannot get up there in any way. So I think I'm gonna go now and just sell all of this and then see how much money I've made. So first things first for this will be just at the bazaar, as you can see here, because they're each worth around 37k, that adds up to a total of a little bit under 300,000, which is really not bad at all. Then the Ancient Claws are next. They're not a ton of money, but you know what? They're not worthless either. They're a total of 8,000. I also got like 13,000 coins just from the regular drops. And then everything else I'm pretty sure is entirely worthless. Also, since the last clip, I ended up figuring out what I would do with that cake soul, and I got a Cat Lord cake soul before YouTube rank, so I'm pretty happy with that on this profile too. It's kind of funny. Also, during this time, I went to the baking specialist, which is basically just their replacement baker because there was no 143rd year, and I picked up that, meaning that it is my very first New Year's cake. My sell offers also just filled, and so now that means in total, I have 350,000 coins, which will definitely be a very nice boost to have. I'm pretty sure with that, I'll be able to get a lot of materials for my very first minions. However, I'm pretty sure that I'm just going to keep going at doing the Griffins because it was really, really good for money, and I think I'm going to do this for around another 30 minutes or so. So I've once again have gone for around 30 minutes, maybe a little bit more this time, and in that time I managed to get 21 Griffin feathers, and I was just finishing up one of these chains. I'm not going to do any more because I don't really want to, but honestly that has been very, very impressive. I would actually go so far as to say that this is the best money-making method for like the super early game if this event is on. Of course, it isn't always on, so that means this isn't something you can always do, but when it is, I recommend you just don't use a Griffin and then you only use the Ancestral Spade. I'm kind of blown away. I'll also just go ahead and insta-sell all of the stuff in my inventory, and now that means in total, once that sells, I believe I will have my first 1 million coins, which is kind of sick. While I'm waiting for all of my bazaar orders to fill, I'm gonna go unlock some collections that I haven't quite touched yet. So first thing is going to be potato in the hub and also carrot and netherwort here. Then I'm going to go to the Blazing Fortress and unlock netherrack, quartz, and all of the different mob ones. And then I think I'm going to go to the Mushroom Desert and unlock sand, mushroom, and also the different mob ones you can get there. First thing I'm going to do for the farming is go ahead and put harvesting 5 on my hoe, which really isn't going to make a huge difference, but it also might as well happen at some point, and it is also ridiculously cheap. I'm gonna go ahead and just farm in here for a little bit. I'm pretty sure I'm in a private lobby, so yeah, I should be fine to just go ahead and do this. And all I need to do is get the first level in each collection. I don't actually need to go much past that because there's no real use for it. Actually, now that I think about it, I realized I said that for the worst possible collection because Netherwort 3 is super easy to get and it unlocks a very, very cheap talisman, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that as well. Next up is all of the ones that I can get in the barn, so that means I'm going to have to kill some barn animals and then also chop down some pumpkins and melons, and I should be able to move on from here pretty quickly. I just finished up here in the barn, and that means I can go over to the Mushroom Desert. I'm pretty sure the only recipes that I need from here are going to be cactus from over here, mushroom and cocoa from in there, and then I need rabbit from by the pond, and then sheep from over in that area. I don't think there's anything else I need in particular, but I might forget something. Oh, no, I did forget something. I need cane as well. I just finished up with collections here in the Mushroom Desert. However, I realized that because I got this shovel and because I've been mining sand anyway, I might as well go for a little longer just so I can unlock mining 12 in order to be able to go to the Dwarven mines later. I'm pretty sure that just about wraps it up for the Mushroom Desert because now I have all of the level 1 of every single farming collection, and I have the other mining collections that I need from here. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the Blazing Fortress, and I'm actually going to deposit some of my money first because I do have a decent chance of dying there. But all I need to do there is unlock netherrack, quartz, glowstone, and then the mob collections. I just finished up with what I think I'm going to be able to do here, so I got quartz and glowstone very easily. I also got netherrack, of course, but then I realized very quickly that that doesn't actually give me a minion, so there was really no use. From there, I went and tried to kill some magma cubes, and that wasn't too hard, but then I realized that blazes are just way too difficult for me at this point. They have 500 health each, and I was only dealing like 100 damage to them, and I was kind of just getting obliterated by them. So I'm gonna deal with those later. I'm not gonna do it. I did unlock the collection itself, but I did not unlock level 1. For the same reason as me not wanting to deal with blazes, I'm gonna leave string and spider eyes to another day. However, the one last thing that I do have to get is actually in the spider's den, and that is, of course, the gravel collection. Ice I'll get next time Jerry comes around, and then Mithril will probably actually end up being next episode. It seems like the one problem I might be having with doing gravel is I just do not know where the entrance to the gravel caves are, because up there are the skeletons named gravel skeletons. Except they're not on gravel or near the gravel. I think it's over here. Yeah, okay, there we go. Now I can get to mining gravel. As you could see there, I ended up getting the Flint Collection 1 super fast, and then I realized, because I got that super fast, I might as well go for the Flint Collection 7, which has crit pots, and crit pots would be very nice. However, I've been going for about 30 or 40 minutes, and I'm only a third of the way there, and I really don't want to have to go for another, hour or hour and a half, just to be able to get something that I'll have in the God Potion later on. So I think I'm gonna abort the mission now, even though it was kind of fun. Even though I didn't get the collection, so it's not really useful in that sense, I still do have a ton of flint and also all of the other stuff that I got from all of the other collections, so I'm gonna sell that all now and see how much money I get. Also, while doing that, I realized that all of my bazaar orders sold, which means that I now have a total of 794,000 coins in my purse, which I'm pretty sure equates to a total of over 1 million coins in my bank. Now that I have all of these coins, I can go do what I really actually wanted to do in this episode, which was craft a bunch of minions. I'm not entirely sure which ones I want to start with, but I'm pretty sure I'm just going to go through all of them. The farming ones are all really cheap, and so I'm just going to craft the level 1 of most things. I don't really want to spend a ton of money on minions right now, and that's half because I just don't really care to, and I have a lot better things that I can spend my money on, and most of that is materials and pickaxes and drills when I get to the dwarven mines. Also, because just then, while I was actually recording that, it became the Jerry event, I'm going to go ahead and unlock the ice collection as well so I can craft that minion. Also, because Jerry is here and there's no reason for me not to do it, I'm going to go ahead and get all of the white gifts, get the green gift, and I think I'm going to do my fairy souls here as well. I'm pretty sure that's all I need from here. However, the one more thing that I could get is I could get the talisman up from Gulliver, and I think I'm going to since I really don't want to have to wait until next time. That honestly was not that difficult. However, I am not going to go for the jingle bells because that's something I don't even have on my main profile. I don't know how I suck so much, but I have just never been able to get to the 4th checkpoint, so I think I'm just going to leave it off for there. Also, I have absolutely no use for jingle bells. After what feels like a billion delays, I can go back to actually doing what I planned on doing. I'm also going to make sell offers for both of these because, might as well have a little bit more money. But from there, I'm just going to start crafting minions, and like I said, I'm going to start with the farming ones and go from there. Although that was only probably a few seconds on your end, that was a solid 40 or 45 minutes just of crafting minions on my end. And of course, they are all in here. They look very beautiful and I'm very happy with it. And also I can go over to the community center and claim this minion slot that I was talking about earlier, meaning that now in total I have 14 minion slots, and I can also go ahead and start this one as well. So now that I have all of those slots unlocked, I need to of course consider what I'm actually going to use with them. I'm pretty sure I'm going to stick to redstone minions for now just because I want a larger accessory bag, because as I start to get more talismans, those are definitely going to be necessary. The other nice part about redstone minions is that I don't have to worry about using super compactors, and I can just go ahead and use regular compactors. So I'll go ahead and buy those now, and it's only 100k, so that's really not that bad. I can continue making money just off doing Diana for the next few days, so this really isn't going to set me back that far. I also went ahead and bought all of the materials that I need to craft my small storages, and that also really won't be that bad, so if I go ahead and do that, I can craft all of these, and now I have 14 compactors, 14 medium storages, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and craft the redstone minions now. I'm probably just gonna stick to tier 5 because anything above that is probably just gonna be a waste of money, and so I'm gonna craft up 14 tier 5 redstone minions, and then we're gonna see where we can go from there. Now that all of that is done and I've spent way more money than I expected, I can go down and actually place all of these. I already cleared out the area where all of the torches were, and I can just place each of them on top of their little pedestal now. Honestly, with that, I am pretty proud of my progress for this episode. I have got a lot of minions down, spent and made a ton of money, and although I didn't really make it to the Dwarven Mines, I will probably end up doing that in next episode. Before I leave you guys off, I want to quickly remind you that this series has been a ton of effort to make, but it's also been really fun. So if you enjoy just as much as I have been, then I recommend that you go comment that down below because all of your support really does mean a lot. I also want to remind you that I'll be giving away one of my mantle capes absolutely for free. It's not going to require you to do anything. All you have to do is join the server and then react to this one emoji. It's going to be super fun, and I'm excited to see you all there. Next episode, I'm probably going to actually take on the Dwarven Mines. I'm not going to really deal with minions anymore for a while, but I might also start leveling up my combat and also maybe do a little bit more Diana depending on how it goes. I'll see you guys later, and adios.